Punches you right in the jaw.
If it can't start here, then when will it start? Like we're picking up, trying to
Welcome to the Glue Podcast with Dom LaColla and P. Bunk.
What's up?
What's happening, brother?
Not much, man. Week two.
Week two.
It's
like 2.5 because we had that little intro quip.
That's true, but we got a lot of good feedback on the first one.
I want to start this off by thanking all of my close friends that took the time to listen and to give me thoughtful feedback. It's so wholesome. It's so nice, you know?
Wholesome. Just like your haircut. So,
Oh, my God.
No. Yeah, I know. I'm going right in.
They can't see, dude.
I know, but I did want to bring this up because you came in here today. And
Thank you.
You are doubling down on the mullet.
Yeah.
You doubled down because that thing.
Well, at this point, it's like a quadruple down.
Yeah, I mean, it really. And can I just describe to them what you look like right now?
You might as well.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, it is so close on the sides. So close. Like, that's a zero
it's
on
skin.
the side. Mm-hmm. And then those locks just flowing on the top and down, hitting your shoulders.
Like some kind of fucking majestic unicorn that, like, you're on the back of.
Yeah.
You know?
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's grown on me. It
Thanks,
really is.
man.
You know, every week I'm going to like it more.
Yeah.
2 weeks from now, you're going to see me come in with one of those mullets. Just like all
Bro,
curled
if
up
you
in the
started
back.
getting this stuff going on in the back, damn, we're killing them.
All right, so welcome to the GlueCast.
The GlueCast.
Slight name
Maybe
change.
work in progress. I don't know.
Yeah,
might not be the last name.
The beauty is we can change it whenever we want because we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're going to start with some segments. I think that we need a little bit more structure in the
My
podcast.
mom's calling me. Should I pick it up and put her on the air?
No, but tell her I
Okay.
said hello.
Okay.
Tell your mother I said hello.
All right, I'll tell her later.
Okay. But the first segment is just going to be really catching up, like what's new.
Yeah.
So
What are the streets saying?
What are the streets saying? So can I start with my story this week about TikTok?
Dude, I've been waiting all week for you to ask me that question.
So, all right, I try to keep young. I try to keep my ear to the streets.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I do that because I have 2 young kids.
Okay.
So I want to know what they're into. But also, we all know I work for a company where I need to stay young, right? Like I'm in the footwear industry. I gotta see what's popping, right?
Forever 21 you work for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, by the way, but TikTok, right? So my daughter, it's all the rage, right? I have a 12-year-old daughter, and TikTok is the only thing that matters in her world.
That's insane.
Isn't it crazy?
It is insane. But it's not when you think about how kids are and how you were, like you get obsessed with stuff when you're a kid.
Right.
And you do it for like crazy, like all the time.
Yeah, and the attention span of kids is shorter and shorter, and I feel like TikTok captured that.
Yeah.
It's like 15 seconds. You don't like it, you just keep swiping up.
They mastered it almost.
They did.
Just scary a little bit.
It was China too, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're
R.I.P.
Yeah. I don't know if you're following that story, but that's another podcast. But with TikTok, I, you know, especially during COVID, I embraced it.
Yeah.
With Grace, her and I would do these TikToks together. I'd find out what's, try to make her laugh here and there. Uh-huh. My wife got into it too. She's obsessed with TikTok. So it's not only just the kids now. So TikTok's all the rage.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So the other day, there's this trend going on where it's a harp playing in the background, like a nice, beautiful harp.
Uh-huh.
And somebody says something that you have to stop. So picture a beautiful harp in the background and someone saying, you have to stop leaving the door open whatever it is. It can be, you have to stop this. You have to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to, my wife's been obsessed with it. I'm like, let's I'm going to give her something to laugh at. So I'm just going to play it for you.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about the response to it. I since had to.
Oh, so it's not the thing you sent me.
It is.
It is. Oh, it is.
It is, and I had to take it down.
Okay.
But I'll tell you.
Stop making TikToks that exaggerate your Boston accent because it's not funny. It's not original. I'm sick of hearing about your car keys sounding like khakis
Yeah.
and all the Dunkin' Donut references.
Yeah.
It's just not funny anymore. It's actually truly offensive to the people that are from Boston. Thank you.
Okay.
Dude,
So clearly
somebody had to say it.
somebody had to say it.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not really offended.
Yeah,
This
right.
is a bit.
I do get a little offended.
It was a
Because
joke.
I usually get offended at how stupid it is, though. You know, how stupid they sound.
Yeah.
Not that I'm like, oh, you're killing my pride. It's
Yeah.
like, I'm offended at how stupid you are.
Yeah, like those commercials, those Dunkin' Donut. Actually, it's not even Dunkin' Donut commercials. It's like somebody mentioning dunks in a Boston accent. Like that's
Yeah.
hilarious. It's not funny.
It's like, slow down, Casey Affleck,
Yeah,
dude.
actually, Casey's not the problem. What was it? John Krasinski from The Office did one that was horrible.
Oh, dude, with the car, like, in front of the building.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm parking my car here.
Parking my car,
What are you doing parking your car here?
It's just
Shut the fuck up, right?
It's just not funny anymore because
No.
everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
So when I go through TikTok and I see all these,
Wasn't
hey,
that during the Super Bowl, too?
Yes.
Like, when
Yeah, yeah.
most people in the...
Yep.
Oh, I bet Boston's a bunch of stupid idiots. Look at the way they talk.
Yeah. So TikTok has been a trend where these people go around like say these 10 words in your Boston accent. And I just was fed up, right? So I made that, right? What I didn't anticipate, I'm not really upset.
Yeah.
It's just whatever. I sent it to Jill after I made it and she thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, so I did it right before work, put my phone down, had a bunch of calls. I go back like 45 minutes later to my phone and my phone's blowing up. I'm going like mini viral.
Yeah.
And like if I had kept it on there, it probably would have gone viral and it scared the shit out of me. 'Cause
Really?
I don't want to go viral.
That I
man.
find interesting. Why? So you mentioned there was some Karens that commented on it. And like, thanks, but we get a laugh out of it, so lighten up.
Yeah, it was like a whole lot of lighten up. Oh, I live in Boston. So it was
Doesn't offend me.
it doesn't offend me. And I was like, guys, it's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah, what do you think this is? News fucking Channel 5, dude?
Yeah, and you think I'm really mad? Like I'm really offended? No.
Imagine if they had a comment section
Yeah.
on the News Channel 5 website.
Yeah.
Craig, I thought today's segment was a little bit weird. My kids were in the room, and I had to explain to them what was going on.
That's the reason they don't have a comment section. Right?
I would be on that comment section, dude. I would be
Just
running
trolling.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of, I would say, middle-aged Karens from the New England area
Yeah.
were pissed off.
More
And
like Sheila.
It was
right?
like I had like 90 comments, like over 100 hearts, and there were people that loved it too. Like,
Yeah.
thank you for saying this,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. But my heart panicked because I don't want to go viral. I really don't.
It's
like
a typical thing, though. How foolish, you know? It's like people are watching it, people are enjoying it, and then you got a handful of people that they want. So there are people out there that want to be the first one to put a comment that people are going to like, because all of a sudden they're getting the attention. Right. So they your video's here and it's doing well, and then they want to be the top comment to shit on it.
Right.
Be like a dislike button. It almost serves like a dislike button on whatever you're on. You know. So that's a real
and I'm
thing.
I'm just a sensitive guy, man.
Yeah.
like I'm like
I get it.
If I'm gonna go viral, I don't want it to be this like controversy. I don't want it I didn't recognize that it may have come off like that I needed to lighten up. You know, because to me it was clearly a joke.
Yeah.
But to other people it wasn't. And I was
Well,
like,
that's on them, dude. I would say all day release it again, and don't give a fuck about what people have to say. They could say whatever they want. They just commented on something someone else did.
Yeah.
They didn't do it.
Yeah.
They didn't make shit.
We'll see. So, anyways, how was your week? What's up with Dom LaColla and that fresh fade you got going?
Damn,
on right
man. So I had to get this cut for my birthday, you know, so I didn't feel so lousy on my birthday.
Happy birthday tomorrow. Right?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Can I say how old you are?
No.
Can I ask? I don't know.
I don't want people to know that I've reached my 40s.
You're not in your 40s, though.
No, I think I honestly, I have times where I'm like, I don't know how old I am. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm 32 or 33. This happened for like a couple of years now. So my thought is, it doesn't really matter then, right? Like if I don't even.
No.
So,
I mean, unless it's a milestone, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Like you should probably know your age.
Yeah.
Just in general, right? But like, like if you can't figure that out in like 10 minutes at least, then you probably have some issues that are
Yeah.
bigger
Yeah,
than that.
Some,
But
some rudimentary math.
yeah.
What happened with my week, brother? I hung out with some friends. I actually last night had my debut on the ones and twos.
So I saw you sent me a link to your buddy's
Yeah.
IG page.
Yeah, we
So-
went over to Dorchester after a couple of us had drinks for, I just wanted to get together and have some drinks with folks. And then we didn't want the party to end, so we went. And there's a guy that always DJs there. It's just at his house. But he always, he has an awesome setup and people come and listen to the music. And he walked out of the room. Then my one buddy takes over for him. And then he leaves very shortly after. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do it, know? And they don't come back into the room for it seems like 2 hours.
So it's
bro.
just you crushing
So
it.
it's just me and these people coming and going in the room. And they're like, damn, I never seen you in here before. Like, what's your name? like you're fucking killing this. People coming up giving me dap.
Is this a party?
Yeah, it was like a party. It was also his birthday.
A house party?
Shout out to Virgos.
That's mad irresponsible.
Yeah, comment below if you're a Virgo. All right, I want
Mad
to know.
irresponsible to
Yep.
have a party during COVID. How dare
Well,
you?
no, there was a small amount of people.
Okay, and you all had masks on.
Yeah, we all had masks on.
Even though I didn't see it in the video.
yeah, that's just the
So
performers.
did you know what the hell you were doing, or were you just kind of
dude,
like freestyling?
you know
with it?
what, dude? I can remember playing on PlayStation. There was this DJ like Hero or some shit.
Yeah.
And it came with the little turntable. So that was about as much experience as I'd had.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a DJ, actually. I really loved trance music. And I forget it was like DJ, fucking Revolution or something.
That was going to be your name?
No.
Shit.
That was the name of the program on the PC on my
gotcha.
old compact.
Gotcha.
And I was like, damn, I could do this. Like, I could be a DJ. And it just felt really like I felt like a kid again because, I could kind of figure out what did what. And I'm mixing stuff. And all of a sudden, I'm mixing one track into another. And I'm doing a reverse and like, anticipating the.
So are you going to get into this? Is this something?
I don't know. I told him I'd like to go back. And my buddy Dan, shouts out to Dan, told him I'd like to go back and have some fun with it sometime. And he was like, he'd come to one of my House of Blues shows and he was like, dude, he was really drunk, you know? And he
So disregard everything he said, but go ahead.
So he's like, dude, I'm so glad that you came here. Like last time I saw you was performing at House of Blues and like, I can't believe, and I'm like, bro, it's not that serious. Like we were in the foundation room and he was like, I can't, like, please, like, play. I couldn't believe how good you were doing while you were. I was like, bro, there's no way that that's possible. Like, this is the first time I've done this. There's no way it was as good as you're saying. Yeah. And it was like a funny experience, Yeah. I really had a good time and then, took a lift home at 5 a.m. Nice. My Lyft driver was the man, dude.
Oh, yeah?
All we did was shit on people.
On who?
So, like, bad drivers.
Okay.
I like shitting on bad drivers when I'm in lifts. You know what's really pissing me off recently?
What?
What really is grinding my gears?
What's grinding your gears?
Dude, at night when I'm in the city, okay? There's lights. Every car has lights. You don't need your fucking high beams on. When you're in the city, turn your fucking high beams off, okay? Because my eyes, bro, I'm going to hit something one of these days. They come over a little hill and then blast them into my retina.
It doesn't
and I'm
seem like a common thing. Does it?
Yes. It's either the car lights are just multiplicatively getting stronger or my eyes are getting more sensitive.
Can I fact check that word multiplicativity?
Wait.
What did you just say? Is that a word?
Yeah, that's a word. Look it up.
It's going to be the name of the podcast. Multiplicativity.
Multiplicativity. What do we got next?
So, second segment, since you and I, we love music, we always end up talking about it. I
Yep.
figured, let's talk about what we've been, what have we been listening to lately?
Sure.
Just to chop it up. But
Yeah, man.
So I've been really into lately Mac Miller, and obviously it's because
You're a big fan of his.
I'm a huge fan. I actually liked him when he started. He came up, he was like 16 years old, from this white rapper from Pittsburgh. But it's been really interesting to follow his career.
Yeah.
And now it's the 2-year anniversary of his death, which is really, really that really hit me hard. It was weird why I've never felt upset about a famous person dying, but this one I was
Yeah.
like, God damn.
Yeah.
Maybe because he was so young when I started following him, and then he kind of came up, but his music,
That was Robin Williams for me, the first one that really hit.
that yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. His
No,
music
no.
was big on you.
It was big on me in the past 2 albums. I think people think of Mac Miller just as a white rapper,
Yeah.
but if you listen to his last 2 albums, maybe 3-ish, he's really started to embrace just being a singer and a musician. And he made all the
noticed
beats,
that with him.
and he's just incredible. So that's really
He's a really good musician too. He plays a lot of the instruments.
he plays the keyboard, the bass, he does the drums.
But when it's time to sell somebody, that's not what they're gonna sell. They're gonna sell fucking cool college kid rapper. Like that was
Right.
the route they took.
Well, that's how he came up, though.
Yeah.
It really was. I mean,
Yeah,
'cause
party, like college stuff.
Yeah. But so what have you been listening to lately?
I've been listening to, you know what, man? I always go back to I have my comfort things that I just throw on in the car, or if I'm taking a walk. But Post Malone, The Weeknd.
Can I talk about Post Malone real quick?
Yeah, man. What's up?
So, and I was thinking about this recently. He's another one that's completely misunderstood. And because he's so popular,
Yeah.
he's probably the number 1 artist right now.
I think so.
Him and Drake.
Yeah,
But
I think,
people hate on that.
of course.
They hate that he's number 1.
Yeah,
And
just
they
comes with the territory.
they may hear a single, but then that's what all they think about that guy. But if you listen to some of his, he does you can't really put him in a box right now.
Yeah,
right?
no, you cannot.
He does everything.
He could do it.
He could do a country album tomorrow,
Yeah, if he
and
could
everyone
do country and rap tomorrow and today.
Yeah, like if he put out a country album tomorrow, you wouldn't think anything of it.
No.
If he put out a rap album tomorrow, you wouldn't think anything.
I mean, I
of
would think something of it, but I
No,
wouldn't
you
think it
wouldn't-
was outside of his realm of
Exactly.
possibility.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It wouldn't shock you.
Yeah.
But I hate how people just hate on popular
Dude,
things.
you know what it is? When he came out, that's what they remember. They remember the cornrows, the fronts,
The White Iverson.
White Iverson. They're like, oh, dude, here we go again. Another white
Yeah.
rapper, trying to be black.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I don't know. Are we going to judge somebody because of what their hair looks like and because they like to wear fronts? And
Yeah.
it's like, were they building an image? Is it possible? Maybe. Is the guy
Right.
super talented? Was that song very creative and very different than other things that were out?
I also don't understand when they call him a rapper.
Yeah.
He doesn't rap.
Well, he kind of does. I think in the style of rap.
It's like a singing rap, if anything. Like
Yeah.
there's melodies and all.
I'll
Like,
be there 4, 5, and 5th. Hey,
Yeah.
He does that a lot at the end. Hey, yeah.
yeah,
you
but
know?
I don't. It's not rap that I
Maybe
know of.
because it's concise. I think because the delivery is short and attention grabbing and line to line, where
Yeah.
it seems like he's not singing out a whole
Right.
long line of
Yeah.
stuff. But I love him. He's one of my favorites.
So you've been listening to him, and
Yep.
and you said The Weeknd.
Always The Weeknd. The Weeknd's always an underlying. I have a massive. He's a huge influence for me as far as how incredible of a singer he is, and how it's always, been. It's always been. I like to sing his songs, but they are those people that, as a singer, you look to and you think, "Wow, that's kind of unattainable for me," and I want to see how close I could get to being able to do some of the things that they do, and
Yeah. He's just out of this world.
Yeah.
The talent.
Yeah. And then Triple X.
Oh, Triple X.
Yeah. Tentacion.
Rest in peace. I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know how most people listen to music, but when I listen to music, and I was thinking about this today when I was at the gym, I always, if I like a song, I pretend I'm the one singing. Does that make any sense? Like in my head, I'm like, I don't know if anyone else listens to that,
No,
but
I'm sure people do.
But
that.
if I can't pretend that that the music's coming out of me, even a rap song, right? Like a rap song, I'll be like, I'm in my head, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, you know?
Yeah.
But if I can't visualize that, I don't connect with the song, I don't like it. Does that make any sense?
So you're saying that if you can't picture yourself being Post Malone in the desert, like I'm saucing on
Or picture
you.
myself making it, like making the song, like always from a musician standpoint. Is that weird or?
I don't know if it's weird. I think probably a lot of people envision themselves, as the
main singer.
main singer.
Yeah.
I think, I don't think it's that strange.
It's not like I have a desire to be these people, but that when
No.
I'm listening to music, what makes me like it is like I pretend I'm them. I don't know. I don't know if
I
that's
think it's a little unique,
yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wish I could just listen to something and enjoy it then.
Really?
now-
You can't do it. You can't just take yourself out of it.
I enjoy it, but I'm always in it.
Oh, you're always in
it's
it.
always from the point of view of me.
Well, I mean, it's engaging, if nothing else, right?
Yeah. The good thing is if you're on a run and that right song comes on and it connects with you, I could run fucking 5 miles.
In the
10 miles.
eye of the tiger,
No.
on the cream of the crop.
See that I can't connect with that.
You don't like that?
So I guess it's just me. I thought I was going to tell you this, and you were going to be like,
all day.
I do that too.
Yeah, like me with the Weeknd's hair, like at the Victoria's Secret fashion show. I've thought about that, being slickly dressed, and people, it's a new version.
look
It's a
at
new
Dom.
version of him today, isn't it? Up
He's
there
growing
with
a
all
mullet.
those
He's growing a mullet this week.
beautiful ladies.
Beautiful birdies.
Got a comment on that last week.
On the birdies?
Yeah.
Like, what'd they say?
They thought it was cute.
That I said beautiful birdies?
Yeah.
That they would-
Because she said she does think of herself as like an exotic bird. And I have often thought about women that way. Like, some women are like exotic birds. They're very beautiful. They have good dances.
Yeah.
Very like colorful wear. It's just
I think
elegance.
I think of
Elegance.
them-
I think.
I think of them as like thoroughbred horses.
Oh no,
Just like galloping.
no.
Like, look at them prancing through.
dude.
Look at those legs. Look
Dude, that's so different.
at thoroughbred stallions.
Yeah, that's so different because one's a horse, one's a bird. So we have very different views.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just the way they prance around. So
The way they prance around?
No, I have to shout out my friend Scan. 'Cause he listens to this too.
Let's go Scan.
Him and I, we always say, "Oh, she's a thoroughbred." I don't know where it came from, but
Do you think that's offensive at all, or could it be?
if I call them directly, it's not like we call them horses to their face, but between me and him,
but
I
that's
don't think
not what you mean. You mean it as a compliment.
Oh, it's like, oh, she's a thoroughbred, yeah. And then we both go to Planet Fitness for the gym, and we call it the stable.
Yeah.
Because there's just a lot of thoroughbreds prancing around.
Dude, my mother just sent me a text message wishing me happy birthday and stuff. But then she also said, I liked the podcast, even though it was not your mother's podcast, in your words. I guess I said that.
Yeah, she doesn't know.
Hearing some F-bombs, not an issue for me. Enjoy your birthday, even a little chillier than usual.
Well, fuck, Patricia, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Mom. I got to say, my mom's my favorite person in the world.
She's a good woman.
Hands down.
She's a good woman.
I think she's, I'll owe her everything forever, I think.
Yeah.
So
Patty.
where should we had
And
some
by the way, my mom's listened too.
Okay.
She's also my favorite
What's her
person.
name?
Ginny.
Ginny.
Best
I knew
best
that.
person in the world.
I knew that.
Hands down.
How you doing,
I'm
Jenny?
a mama's boy to a fault.
Yeah?
And all my friends
I
will
don't think
tell
there's
you.
any fault. I don't think there's any fault to it. I think that's only leverage a woman that's leaving you would use in a argument.
Yeah,
About
it's usually
your,
just
about your mom. Yeah, mama's boy anyway. You ain't shit. You ain't shit.
I've never dated anybody that would talk like that. So
Yeah, I have.
and also, it's mostly my buddies. My buddies are the ones that call me Mama Boy.
They
Mama's
do?
Boy. My wife loves my mom.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
so let's go back to you dating girls that sound like that, please, because I think that's
No. We're going. I'm not getting into that.
right.
We only got a little bit of time today. You know, we're gonna do a new segment at the end. I think
Yep.
we're not gonna tell you what it is though. You gotta stay tuned
Stay tuned.
to the Glue with Dom LaColla and P. Bunk. Should we do some kind of advertisement right now? This seems like the time.
a fake average.
Yeah. So call JG Wentworth if you need cash now. It's 1-877 cash now. 1-877 cash now. By the way, I called JG Wentworth when all this Corona stuff started happening, and they did not pick up the phone, dude.
Did they really?
After all those years of getting into my brain, they weren't there for me when I needed it.
Is this a true story?
True fact.
What did you call them for?
I thought I could get cash now.
Oh, that didn't land with me until okay.
Yeah, 877 cash now.
I like how
we
you
wanted-
always. By the way, you're a natural. So
Wow.
when we do get sponsors,
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's nice.
yeah.
I'd like to get some sponsors. You know, if you know anybody that's looking at, help fund a podcast, we're going to need some funding. We'll promote their stuff. We'll put them on the air.
I think we need to pump. I think you got to pump the brakes.
Okay.
We're still
Slow it down.
Yeah,
I'll slow it down.
Slow it down a bit.
We wanted to go into some.
This is the second podcast. we got 60 listeners, 60
Yeah.
downloads the first week.
Oh, word. Hey,
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
it's better than nothing. I felt good about it. It pumped me up.
60 in 4 days. I don't
I
know.
felt jazzed up about it.
I don't know who's listening, but
Yeah,
thank
how you doing, y'all? Is there a place they can comment?
No.
No.
They can. I don't know.
All right, come to our social media, the GlueCast on Instagram.
Yeah, that's where they can
The
comment.
GlueCast. We want to hear things you guys have to say. Maybe some stuff you might want us to touch on. That would be cool if we had a segment that was like just from the listeners, stuff they wanted us to talk about or address. We did want to talk about some Corona logic today.
Yeah, current events, segment 3, current events.
Current events.
I like Corona logic, which doesn't have anything to do with normal logic.
Yeah.
Right? It's just
it's different.
like we kind of touched on it last week. What was the thing that we brought up? Like you can sit.
When you
need-
go into a restaurant. It happened last night.
Yeah.
We went into the bar. You have to have your mask on when you go to your table. But once you sit down and you take your mask off, Corona doesn't exist
It doesn't
anymore.
exist anymore.
No, it can't float in the air.
Yep.
It can't,
Yeah.
It can't be given from one person. I think these businesses just need to stay open, and it's like a technicality. And because, dude, it could be bad. If some of
Yeah.
these places weren't allowed to get some income coming in,
Yeah.
this could.
They need to. I think we're at the point right now where we got to start opening things back. Open some bars back up. Open some like concerts. Still space out a little bit, but
Yeah.
I mean,
In some way.
it's time.
Do it in a way.
It's time.
Do it in a way that's okay.
Yeah. Like, what is the logic of you can, at least in Massachusetts, you can sit at a table,
Yeah.
but you can't sit at the bar.
Dude, I saw. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is that
It's
logic?
So that you're not touching the same surface that other people are touching, I think.
but someone's gonna come back. Like when you
They
leave,
wipe
someone's
down
gonna.
the table.
Yeah, but you could do that at the bar too.
Yeah, they could potentially. Yeah, and I think maybe you're right in front of the bartender too, and like you're kind of looking in that direction if you're sitting.
Is
at
that the
bar.
Is that the
I
Corona
don't know.
logic?
I'm trying to think what it could be. But you came in contact with something that you thought was funny, right? At your gym, was it?
Yeah, like why can I sweat all over the fucking place, right? Why can I like literally drip sweat? I was on the stairs to the Stairmaster today, just dripping sweat. DNA everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes time
DNA?
DNA.
Wait a minute.
Oh, there's it's
You
DNA.
got different kind of sweat than me, brother.
You don't think there's DNA in sweat?
Is there DNA? in
Yes.
there? What?
Yes.
So they could be cloning all of us at the gym?
Yes.
Damn.
But yeah, there's definitely DNA in sweat.
I got to
dude.
think about which gym I'm going to.
Now you got me questioning myself that there's
Yeah,
not.
because I don't know.
No, we're gonna.
There would have to be blood, I think.
If I had $100 right now, I would.
Well, wait, when they do that swab thing where you send away
It's
to
not
like
always
find out
blood.
where you're from, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they just swab around in their mouth. And
Yeah.
they pop that thing in a tube and they send it to Sweden.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, well, it looks like you're 69% Cuban, 11% Panamanian, and
And if you're if you're Elizabeth Warren, you are 0.000000005% Native American.
imagine
I'm sorry
going
to all
into
the liberals. I'm
imagine
just
going
kidding.
into every room and saying, "Listen, guys, I'm a Native American, okay?
But she is. Okay?
Now that I have your attention, I love Native Americans. By the way, I true travesty, you know."
Dude, I don't know if I know one.
Yeah, I know people that are like part Native.
Yeah, I'm sure they're great.
Yeah, I mean, I wish there were more Native Americans in the world because I think we had a lot to learn from the Native Americans about taking care of our planet and our nature and learning from your nature and
You're sounding really hippie dippy right now.
yeah. I mean, we really have to reconnect with our Earth, I think, before we destroy it.
Okay, and that's due to the West coming over and
Yeah,
killing Native Americans.
Yes,
I'm just trying to understand
I think that was
your
the
logic.
beginning. I think that was the beginning. And the industrialization, that's
It's the
bound to
beginning of
happen.
America.
Bound to happen.
Back to the
But
Corona
that's
logic.
that's
though.
yeah, Corona
The
logic.
Corona logic. Me sweating all over the place, right?
Yeah, DNA everywhere.
DNA everywhere. Going into the bathroom. I can't use a locker,
Yeah,
and I can't take a shower. The showers
you
are
can't.
closed. The showers
yeah.
are closed.
Oh yeah.
Why? Like, what is the Corona logic behind that? Literally, I am just oozing sweat onto these machines.
Maybe it's because.
But I can't wash it off.
No, you can only exude it.
I don't get it. I don't know if it's a resources thing where, they have to shut down a certain amount of the gym because they can only have 2 people working there
Yeah.
rather than 5. And
Maybe it's a social distancing thing because they can't control you when you're in the locker room. Like they can't put lockers 6 feet apart
but they could. They could X out like
Oh, that's true, I guess.
the same way they're doing, and they could close a stall in the. I don't know. So that's a Corona logic.
That's a Corona logic.
that I don't understand. Do you have any?
I was thinking of it, and I just don't like the passive aggressive looks. Like if somebody maybe has their mask partially on. Like I was walking from my basement apartment around to the front of the building, and like my hair is all fucked up. Like I just woke up.
So it looks like it does right now.
I'm going to get.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to get the mail. Woo! I'm going to get the mail. This girl looks at me up and down. First of all, I let her go. Okay, I wasn't anywhere near her. She looks me up and down, like gives me one of those like side head toss at me, and like rolls her eyes. And I was like, relax. I'm nowhere near you. I'm getting my mail.
So you didn't have a mask on? Is that
No, I didn't. I was walking to my front door to get my mail.
right?
In that 1 second, I get this super passive aggressive.
When you're walking around the streets of Alston,
Yeah.
do you wear a mask?
Yeah.
You have to? Or
I
it's
think
like,
I think it's just common courtesy.
so I live out in the boonies, and nobody wears a mask unless they are entering a business.
Yeah, that I think.
But there is the common courtesy where people aren't walking right by you.
Yeah,
Like
they stay away.
walking down the street, like they cross the street, or they
Sure.
kind of circle around.
Yeah,
you.
I mean, in that instance, it makes sense because you're not near people. So that's the concern.
Yeah.
The 6 feet thing, the projectile sneeze in other people's face. You know, that's
Because that happens all the time, right? Like,
yeah. How you doing? It's you. Oh, I'm sorry.
oh, damn.
Oh, whoops. Current events. Did you have anything stewing around in the pot?
Things are always stewing around in this pot. Hadn't really thought about anything to bring up, but
Yeah.
we are
That
getting.
Greta. What was the that Supreme Court judge?
Oh yeah. See, I have to research a little.
Yeah,
bit.
I don't know a lot
I
about her.
don't know enough to talk about.
She had
her.
a massive impact over people, though, and she seemed like a good one.
And it seems like she was kind of both sides of the fence, very
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah,
And that's what
which we need desperately.
we need that.
Yeah,
So now the next two months is going to be a battle because Trump wants to put somebody in there. The Democrats want to wait.
Yeah.
And even if Trump picks the perfect person for the job, it's
Yeah.
going to get shot down. And it's going to be a political battle, which,
Yeah.
whatever,
That's
makes
what
sense.
it is.
Checks and balances.
that's what it is.
But he said he wants a female in there, which I agree with.
yeah,
you
of
know?
course. Was she the only one? The only female?
I don't even have
Yeah,
enough.
I don't know. I'm not knowledgeable on it. I just know that there was a big outcry, and she'd done a lot for our country that was positive.
Yeah. We do got an election coming up, but that's a whole other.
Oh man, I don't even
whole
want to
other
talk
mess.
about. So I don't even want to talk about any of that stuff because it's such a divisive thing in our country, and we need to be closer to one another. And to me, this thing it's not something that you're going to settle. You're not going to meet someone, have the time to sort through your differences, and then have
Yeah.
a valid discussion.
I do like
it's a divide.
I do like laughing about things, like both sides of it.
Yeah.
It's so
foolish,
crazy.
dude. It's insane.
One thing that's really a hot topic right now is I don't know if you heard this, but someone mentioned, and it went viral on Twitter or wherever else, that they want Joe Rogan to moderate a 4-hour debate, which Trump tweeted.
Yeah, he
I'm
did.
in.
Yeah.
That there's a fat chance in hell that it ever happens.
No way.
Because
You don't know what. No, they wouldn't allow it.
Joe Biden wouldn't allow. Joe Biden's handlers would not allow it.
Probably not.
It's too much.
Because that's what Trump wants. He wants he wants to bring the. I'm sorry to Joe Rogan, but Joe Rogan never flaunts that he's like some supreme intelligent person.
No.
I would want somebody that's really in that world and like well learned and living in that space, not the number one talk show host.
I want it. You want to know why I want him to do it? Is because he will hold them accountable.
Yeah,
He's not a Republican.
I would want it too. I'm just saying they won't allow it.
Oh, they won't allow it for sure. But that's what I think that's what American people would want, like a real conversation where the person is challenging you on what you just said, calling you out on what you just said, and you can't change the topic.
Yeah, you're not on a podium. Well, would they be on podiums?
No, I think it would be
Like sitting
down, having a.
Because then you kind of eliminate the showman side of it, right? If it was like just, no, it would probably be video as well. But
Yeah, but don't we deserve that to know who the people were?
Dude.
Am I supposed to feel good if Biden wins? Am I supposed to feel good that he doesn't have the ability to sit down and
Right.
talk? And then,
Right.
and I'm not saying Trump's any better. I mean,
Right.
because Trump would step on his feet all over himself in that interview.
he would
And
fire Joe Rogan.
Rogan would challenge him too.
Yeah, he
You
would.
know what I mean?
He would.
I just think it would be so fascinating to get a real.
I also think
conversation.
that he would dial it in because he would understand the magnitude of what he's doing.
Oh,
as well.
100%.
He's a very much so a professional.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That whole thing, that world, to me, honestly, I don't even like to chime in to it. But I would like to dance around it.
Yeah.
And maybe poke some fun here and there. I don't want to.
Let's just groove with it.
I don't want to cast it out of the equation, but for me, it's a world that kind of makes me sick. So if we can joke a little about it,
you're not going to get my opinion either way about who I want.
No.
It's none of your business.
no, and I'm not going to
And-
try to sway anybody.
Yeah.
I am going to shit on Trump though.
So,
outright.
Because he should be shit on.
Yeah, he needs to be shit on.
But so does Biden, if we're all being real. So does Biden.
We got kids. Get in the pool. Get in the
If
pool.
you
and
don't vote for me,
kids run their hand.
you ain't black. That's what he said. He said
He
that
really
to,
said
said
it.
that to Charlemagne the God.
Yeah.
And Charlemagne was like,
What?
wait, what? The fuck did you say?
Like, guys, I don't know if you understand the internet. Okay, we're gonna need a little prompt.
Yeah.
We have to have a meeting.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do a new thing today,
All right.
and we can do it. We might as well do it now, and then, we can end the show with a little talking clip.
So what is it? What's the new segment?
I wonder. So, P Bunk right here has a guitar in his hands, and for those of you that don't know, I am a singer. I like to freestyle, so I was thinking about maybe we could have a segment where he plays a little bit guitar, and I do a little freestyling, and it's just gonna be a short 2-minute thing, and I'm just gonna see what I can create.
What are you gonna freestyle about?
Probably I don't know. What should I let's leave this one open because the tension's here.
Tension?
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like I might fold if we just throw like carnival, and I'm like clowns.
All right. Let's do it. Right.
All right, let's do it. Yeah. Oh. Oh. I've been sitting and waiting and seeing how it goes. I've been thinking every day, trying to throw out what I know. And I don't like to say what it is I have no more. I just wanna know for sure. I said, ooh, nah, nah. Said, oh, nah, nah. Going backwards, I could think back to times when I couldn't think. And man, I'm sublime up in these rhymes and up in my mind space. I can't go meditate the time away. I like to breeze through, and it's clean though. The way I leave you on this instrumental, it makes me mental. The way we acting, it's not attractive. And I went back again, back to where it started. Went back again. I don't know what's on this. I don't know why we just can't be friends. Oh, I said, oh, nah, 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 nah. Whoa, nah, nah. Hey, we're sitting here at U Rock School of Music. It's kind of appropriate that we're playing some music. Want to give a shout out to Sean P. Rogan for having us, letting us use this space. Please, if you're in Cranston, you want to take some music lessons, come say hi to my friend and his wonderful staff. You can even take online lessons. U Rock School of Music. Look them up, everybody.
That wasn't too bad. Picked it up at the end,
Hey, I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
It was a freestyle.
You hit a groove there at the end.
Yeah, it was a freestyle. It's not always going to be great.
No. But
Hopefully, we still have people's attention. They weren't like, oh,
it was
you
2
know
minutes,
what? It was 2 minutes?
It's 2 minutes.
Imagine just, oh, yeah,
just
I've got to
shut this
go.
off.
Yeah, I came here to listen to you idiots talk. All right?
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say? Maybe some shout outs?
Some shout outs. Sure. I mean, I want to shout out everybody that listened and gave me good feedback, because this is a building experience. And I think for me, it's going to be great, a great outlet for me, because right now I don't really feel valuable in this world. Like,
Oh, boy.
I don't feel like you know, like as a musician, I feel like they're just treating us like we're kind of dispensable. So this will be a good creative outlet, and I'll be able to come on here and, you know, talk to people and maybe play a song or two. And I know you don't like what I said, but
I just hear part of the audience go, oh boy. But hey, you know what? That's
how I feel.
That's how you feel.
And I'm not going to hide anything.
That's fine.
Not on this
and
show.
I'm not going to make you, but I am gonna call you out.
Yeah.
So shout out to some specific people. My
Sure.
boy Chris, I know he listens.
Yep.
Him and I might do a podcast at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's big into to music as well, and more sports. You know, you know what's funny is you don't really talk about sports.
Not at all.
And that's fine.
We
But
were
it's
at the
just-
bar last night, and there was NBA playoffs on,
Yeah, Celtics.
and I was like, dude, it's the playoffs?
The Pats are on actually starting like in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm a dip.
You know what my experience is with that? I know about that because if we're trying to plan something or if I'm trying to invite friends out to a show, they go, "Oh, dude, Patriots are playing that night."
Yeah.
So no, definitely not
That's
going to
funny
go.
that's your
That's my exposure
That's
to
your
it.
exposure to
Oh,
sports.
sorry, dude. Red Sox are in the playoffs, so I can't come to your show.
well, they're not this year. Let me tell you that. You don't got to worry about that this year. They suck.
Yeah.
But that's just funny because we're not going to talk about sports
No.
although I feel like I can talk to you about boxing.
Fighting.
Like,
I'd
yeah,
love
yeah.
to talk about fighting.
Like Mike.
I love fighting.
Mike Tyson's
Oh,
fighting
yeah.
Roy Jones.
Yeah, we should talk
We got
about
to
that.
talk about that at some point. That guy. We should have an in-depth
Mike
conversation
Tyson.
about. He's an incredible human being.
Mike Tyson, the way he would roll, they call it rolling in boxing.
Yeah.
When your like upper body is kind of like on this, the way you throw your hooks
Yep.
and like your body punches, like you get this extra level to it. And he would just come at you in that roll. And once he started rolling, it's like you move from one side to the other and you're counter punching and oh man, I love fighting.
He hit different, and I don't even mean it in that, you know, people saying, "Oh, that hits different" as a term.
No, he was hungry.
No, he was literally he hit different.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Heavy, one of the heaviest punchers there was.
Yo, but anyways, shout out to Scan.
Yeah.
Shout out to anyone, your brother,
Bobby Lax.
Bobby Lax,
Shout out to
Hatchie.
Sean Rogan.
Sean P.
Sean P. Rogan. Shout out to the boys. We're going camping. If any of the boys have listened to this, you know, Flynn, Jose, Mike, Chris, Jay. I had people, my friend Becky, Danny, Annie, anybody who listen in. Giovanna.
Oh, did that girl, whoever it was, listen to the?
So she did. She sent me a message, and she was like, "Oh my God, I loved it." And I was like, "Was there anything you noticed?"
Yeah.
Did you? I was like, "Are you sure you finished it?" She was like, "No, actually, I only got through some of it." And I was like, "Oh, well, you might want to tune in because somebody mentioned you." And she was like, "What?" I'm watching it right away. I'm listening right away. Yeah. And man, it's just made for some fun conversations with people. And one of my, like I was saying before, one of the reasons I want to do this is to like build a community. That's because you often look at a podcast from a distance or any type of media and you think, this is outside of me. Mm-hmm. This is something I'm observing.
Right.
But I'd like people to be part of it.
Yep.
And I'd like them to feel like they're part of it.
Yeah.
And like bring people up on the show that, you know, maybe something they mention and say their name. And
Right.
I think that would be really cool and inclusive. And I would like that as a listener to like have an inclusive experience. Because when I watch streamers and stuff and like if they read your message,
totally,
that
man.
feels cool. You know, it's like you're part of the conversation. And I want this to be a great conversation, and hopefully we can do our part. And we appreciate you listening. And
That's it.
that's it for today. Thanks for listening to the GlueCast with Dom LaColla and P. Bunk.
Yeah.
If it can't stop here, then almost. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Sean, we're done.
Yeah, how do you cancel this?
Trying to go with my heart to another land. Trying to make it to Japan. I want to play for fans and do it in the grandstand. Do it in my style. I do it once out, doing it my style. I let the lyrics go, let them flow out of my soul. I'm on this instrumental, going straight mental. I do it like a patient sitting in a chair. I could listen all day if I sit here and do what I do best. But smoking on that ganja, smoking like the guitar. A matter of fact, I'll come back strapped, hit you with my gap, but I'm not a gun toter, not a gun smoker. I've been smoking on that ganja every day. I'm toking 'cause you don't know me. I'm local like the man on the train.